कुंभे पुनर्वसु जातौ केरले चोळपट्टने कौस्तुभांशं धराधीशं कुलशेखरमाश्रये गुष्यते यस्य नगरे रङ्गयात्रा दिने दिने तमहं शिरसा वन्दे राजानं कुलशेखरम्. Last two verses, 39 and 40. नारायणाय नम इत्यमुमेव मन्त्रं संसारघोरविषनिर्हरणाय नित्यं शृण्वन्तु भव्यमतयो यतयोऽनुरागात् उच्चैस्तराम् उपदिशामि अहम् ऊर्ध्वबाहुः. नारायणाय नम इत्यमुमेव मन्त्रं संसारघोरविषनिर्हरणाय नित्यं शृण्वन्तु भव्यमतयो यतयोऽनुरागात् उच्चैस्तराम् उपदिशामि अहमूर्ध्वबाहुः. न मुकुन्दमालां पठतां नराणाम् अशेषसौख्यं लभते न कस्वित् समस्तपापक्षयमेत्य देहि प्रयाति विष्णोः परमं पदं तत्. मुकुन्दमालां पठतां नराणाम् अशेषसौख्यं लभते न कस्वित् समस्तपापक्षयमेत्य देहि प्रयाति विष्णोः परमं पदं तत्. Okay. So last two verses. But if you pick up other renditions, I told it goes to 50 odd verses. But generally the popular ones are 40 verses of Mukunda Mala Stotram. If you take the
hello,
version of, sorry?
Sudarshan,
Yeah.
இந்த ரெண்டு ஸ்லோகமுமே என் புக்ல இல்ல. இந்த ரெண்டு ஸ்லோகமுமே என் புக்ல இல்ல. அதோடய முடிஞ்சிருத்து. நீ முந்தா நான் சொன்னதோடய முடிஞ்சிருத்து. போன வாரம் சொன்னதோடய முடிஞ்சிருத்து. ஆச்சரியமா இருக்கு. இந்த ஸ்லோகமே இல்ல இந்த புக்ல.
So there are versions where the whole work goes to about 50 odd shlokas. I think 52 shlokas में चल रहा है. And 52 or 54. And in fact, the ISKCON version has many more verses. And again, there are some verses that are in different places. So we have spoken about this. This is a particular version which has got 40 verses, and we kind of picked this up because this is a little more popular. But what is more important is and a lot of these verses are in many ways, as we said, they repeat the same idea. They repeat the same the same devotional principle that Sri Kulashekara Alvar is trying to emphasize upon, and he's trying to express. So he's also trying to, what he's experienced, he's trying to express. And he's also trying to guide people. And when he's seeing people, he's seeing them suffering. And he says, I have this medicine. I have this medicine, which is Narayana Nama, which you all can take. It's very easily available to all of you. And I prescribe it freely. Doesn't cost you a thing except your effort and time and intention. It doesn't cost you materially, but it costs your intention, it costs your effort, it costs your time. So as much as the effort, intention, and time we put, that much is the result that is received from this. It is always proportional to that, right? Like I was listening to the other day, I was listening to Nochur Swami. I was saying grace is churned out. Grace is not grace is sitting out there like this, like they show in the serials. Bhagavan is not sitting with his palms stretched out and that grace is flowing through that and you have to go stand under it and get drenched. Well, visuals, funny visuals are. This is how some may feel. What is shown there is some may feel like that Bhagavan is gracing me and I am feeling completely drenched in that grace. But this is not how it happens. Grace is something that is churned from within, from your effort. from your kainkariam, from the work that you do, from the devotion that you have, from the surrender prapatti that you do, when you do acts, you put in effort, then you slowly go into a place of receiving grace. So it is something that is churned out of your effort. It is a struggle. We should not make a mistake that spiritual sadhana is not a struggle. It is not like how today I feel like cooking, I cook. If I don't feel like cooking, I can call and order something and something will come, or somebody will cook and feed. No, it is not like that. This is something that every individual has to do, has to struggle, has to go through this. There is no other way out. Nobody else can do it for you. Even a small child, the parents can do everything for the child, but not this. Spiritual development, inner development is every individual's journey. In that, you have to remember you are absolutely alone. Only when it strikes that I'm absolutely alone, whether I have a child, whether I have a husband, whether I have a wife, I have parents, I have nobody, I have somebody, I have nobody, doesn't matter. This journey is excruciatingly lonely. But it can be a joyful journey if we recognize that you're alone, but you're not lonely. It may feel very lonely. I am struggling, I am suffering, nobody understands me, what I am going through. Even if you have taken some spiritual sankalpa, it may seem as though you're absolutely lonely, but you're not lonely. Bhagavan is there, grace is there. You have to experience that aloneness. The difference between lonely and aloneness is vast. Alone is, that you can't depend on anybody, nobody can do anything for you. You have to do it for yourself. Aloneness is not depressing, loneliness is depressing. Loneliness can be depressing. Loneliness is, I want company, I want this, I want to go there, I want to feel belonged, I want to be part of a group, I want to be part of a community, I want to be part of people who recognize me, acknowledge me, speak about me, talk to me. If that is what you're trying to fill, that you're trying to fill loneliness. But if you shift from loneliness to aloneness, you'll know that aloneness is solitude. Aloneness is, it feels auspicious in many ways because you're not disturbed by anything. You are just yourself. And Bhagavan is there with you. A lot of times you do this, right? When you're asking, somebody asks you, did you all, if a husband and wife are, they went to some place, if they go to some place, and if the family asks, did you all go alone? They said, yeah, we went alone, but we went together. We went alone together. So you have a big family, just the husband and wife goes somewhere. நீங்க மட்டும் தனியா போயிட்டு வந்தேல அப்படின்னு சொல்ல. தனியா எங்க போனோம்? We went together, no? We went alone together. So which means in aloneness also there is a certain degree of togetherness. With what? With that most intimate one. The most intimate one, you are together with that one. But you're alone. You're in that, there is that sense of sanctity about your presence. You are recognizing that you are sacred in your own presence. That is aloneness. You're not wretched. You're not feeling left out. You're not feeling outcast. You're not feeling any of that. In solitude, the joy you experience is the joy of aloneness. And it is said it is important for everybody to take a journey of solitude. We have to all take a journey. We have to go spend some time being alone. Even when family is there, we spend some time, maybe a few days, a week, 10 days, whatever time allows us. Raso Vaisaha. Taittiriya Upanishad refers to Bhagavan as Raso Vaisaha. Raso Vaisaha means he is of pure rasa. He is of pure joy. That joy is experienced only in aloneness. Loneliness, you're always wanting, yearning, looking out, hankering. So, Mukunda Mala Stotram is a beautiful work that we can carry. If you're feeling, if you want to go sit somewhere and peacefully spend time with yourself, this is a beautiful work. 40 verses. Narayanaya Nama iti amum eva mantram. This mantra alone. Samsara sagara, samsara ghora. What does he say? Samsara ghora visha nirharanaya nityam. It removes the poison of the samsara ghora. Ghora means it is terrible. Terrible. Samsara ghora visha nirharanaya nityam. Continuously removes this samsara ghora visha. Shrinvantu bhavamatayo matayo yatayo nuragat. So he's saying bhavya matayaha, which means this good intention of mine. Shrinvantu, please listen. Oh anuragat. Yatayaha anuragat. Yatayaha are yatis. Yati means those who have renounced. Renounced what? They have renounced the desire for continuing to hanker. How much ever we do here, it will never be enough. Understand that. Never be fooled that if you're going to do, if you're going to spend so much amount of time doing something for somebody, you're going to get something in return. No. You are not going to get anything in return. Have to do, we do. See, this is what they say. Karma never leads you to moksha. Never. But karma done in the right way can clear your path towards moksha. It can help, it can clear your path, it can remove obstacles. It is like removing the thorns and weeds on the path. But it can never give you ultimate freedom. So don't ever be fooled by thinking that if I do karma for myself, for others, for people around me, people elsewhere, if I do, it is going to give me amrita, moksha. No, it will not. Liberation. That liberation that we are seeking or we are looking for, or this final spiritual or this ultimate spiritual understanding that we are all seeking for, will not be sought by, can never be gained by karma. Karma yoga is essentially being in a way where it cleanses you, does chitta shuddhi, and removes obstacles in the path, in your sadhana, removes it. And ensures that new karma is not created, that again is going to create obstacles. That is all it is about. It cannot help you make that leap. It cannot help you make that leap of devotion and faith that we have to do with our own intention. Our intention is the only thing that can help us get through this. So he's saying, Shunvantu bhavya matayah yatayah anuraga. The one who have made a sankalpa for this is a yati. A yati means a sannyasi. The definition of the word yati is sannyasi. Adi Shankara has written a beautiful work called Yati Panchakam. Just 5 verses on how a sannyasi should be. Very beautiful. It is also called Kaupina Panchakam. Kaupina Panchakam means there are only few people we have seen wearing kaupinas and walking around, right? Ramana Maharishi, Mahaperiyava, and maybe Swami Nityananda of Ganesh Puri. There are these people who've lived in recent times who we have seen them as wearing kaupina. Kaupina is a what they call as a langot. That much only they'll wear on their body, just to cover the private parts. Just enough to be sociable, so that people don't run away. So that Panchakam is called Kaupina Panchakam or Yati Panchakam. Very nice work, 5 verses. There is also, yeah, correct. Yatiraja Vimshati Manavala Mamunigal. Beautiful. 20 verses. Vimshati. Yatiraja Vimshati. Thank you, Kalpaka. Manavala Mamuni has written Yatiraja Vimshati, which means that is, there are 20 verses that are for and by the Yatiraja. Yatiraja is the one who is the king of all renunciants. And renunciant means what? It's not wearing a kaupina and going into the woods. The one who's made the sankalpa, saying, yes, this is what I have realized, that this is not going to give me what I'm looking for. But I need to keep doing it, mind you. Unless the burning is so strong, like Raghavendra left his wife and went. Ramana left his family and went. Buddha left his wife and child and went. If that yearning and longing to know the truth is so strong, you will go. There'll be no conversation about it. We're not talking of such intensities. Those intensities arise Bhagavan's grace. Like how Arunagirinatha went to jump off from the cliff to give up his life. If that kind of vairagya rises in us, there's nothing that can stop it. It's like a tsunami. You don't have a choice. You don't have control. It will take you. But for us, we know that we need to run. We have to do things on a daily basis, whatever we need to do, because we are not intense so much. We are not on fire. Unfortunately, we are not on fire. Someone went and asked a guru, how could Ramakrishna Paramahamsa see Devi, see Kali? Then the guru said, because Ramakrishna Paramahamsa yearned and, he's intensely yearning for Kali Devi. And he would feed her, she would appear to him every day, he would feed her. And if one day, if she doesn't come, he will roll on the floor and cry. So the guru said, if that is the kind of intensity you have, then Kali will come. And then the disciple said that, but Gurudev, I keep crying out to Ambal Devi. I keep chanting her mantras. I keep doing whatever you have taught me. And I am yearning. I want to see her. I want to see her. Why isn't she coming? And then the Guru says, okay, come along with me. It takes him to a lake and asks him to take a dip. Once he takes a dip, he holds the head. The Guru holds the head of the disciple under the water. And the disciple is able to hold the breath for a little while. 30 seconds, 40 seconds, 50 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes. Then after that, he's gasping for breath and his body is struggling to breathe. And then he pushes the guru and then comes out. And he says, "Enna, why you're trying to kill me or what?" He says, the intensity with which you're gasping for air, if you gasp for Devi, for Bhagavan, for spiritual understanding, then they will appear in front of you. We don't have that gasping, right? Because the next moment we get comfort, we are settled, we are comfortable. Only when intense pain comes, all philosophies will flow. You see, most people who are wanting to listen to philosophy, Vedanta, Bhagavan, Sankirtanam, and all that, because they are troubled and struggling. If you give them absolute luxury, everything to is taken care of, very few people will choose to come and listen to Vedanta or do spiritual sadhana because it's a struggle. எல்லாம் நிம்மதியா இருக்கு. Everything is good, hunky dory, fine. Why should I struggle? As we said, the sadhana marga, you have to take up a sankalpa, there is struggle. Why would you take struggle? Why would you put yourself through struggle when everything is comfortable? So suffering, difficulties give us an impetus to go in that direction. So he says, if you are able to gasp for so much, for Devi or for Krishna or for Bhagavan, that much of gasping, then it will appear. It is not it's waiting for your gasping, it is that intensity will materialize it. It will materialize that energy form. So he says, Shrunvantu bhavyam matayah yatayah anuragad. He's saying, I'm telling you, O yatis, out of love. And yatis are, we said, ones who are, to some extent, we have come to a place of intensity. I want to go beyond and above this mundaneness that I'm living. I have recognized it and I'm wanting to go beyond. He says, Uchchaihi taram upadishami aham urdhva bahuhu. So this long word has to be broken this way. Uchchaihi means with a loud voice. I'm shouting. Taram, Uchchaihi taram means taram is, Uchchaihi already is loud. Taram means adiyun tandi. Even beyond that, what you consider as high, I'm shouting beyond that with a far more louder voice. Upadishami, I am advising you. Aham, Upadishami, aham urdhva bahu, my arms are open, with open arms or up, raised arms. Raised arms, I am shouting and telling you this. Narayana Nama iti amum eva mantram. This mantra alone is the one that can take you samsara ghora. Visha nirharanaya nityam. This is the only mantra that can take you across. So I'm shouting this. தொண்ட தண்ணி போக கத்தறேன் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவா தெரியுமா தமிழ்ல. Which means whatever moisture is there in the throat is all gone by shouting. தொண்ட தண்ணி வத்த. நானும் தான் பண்ணேன். தொண்ட தண்ணி வத்த. Till the throat goes dry, we shout. We shout what? Narayana's Nama. And here, Kulasekara Alvar, out of compassion, out of deep compassion, out of extreme compassion, seeing fellow beings suffering, he's shouting. And because remember, he is a king, so he is seeing his subjects. He has access to many more people. He knows that he looks around and he sees people are suffering. They're suffering and he is shouting at the top of his voice. Same thing which Sri Ramanuja did. He stood on the top of the house and shouted Narayana Mantram, the Ashtakshara. So this is what he is saying in this verse. Raising my arms, I utter this compassionate advice as loudly as I can. Those who have made the sankalpa, those who are renounced order, want to be delivered from the terrible poisonous condition of material life. They should have, they should constantly hear the mantra Om Namo Narayana. So renounced means here all of us also. Those who made a sankalpa. Otherwise, we are not chumma sitting here for time pass, right? We're not sitting for time pass to say that okay, I don't know what to do. 7 to 8, chumma poi ukarla. Apdi illa. It is not like that. Because if it is like that, in a little while you will find it boring because it's not entertaining anymore. It's not entertainment. With entertainment we are seeking, we wouldn't be continuing this. We'll come and then, oh, there are other better people speaking better, speaking, it goes into that kind of a thing. And satsanga is not about who's speaking better and what material is coming out, who's making more jokes and who's, it is not like that. Satsanga is about just putting ourselves to that sankalpa to say that I am spending this time so that my mind can go back into that again and again and again and again and again. Repeatedly go back into that learning, that teaching, whatever from wherever I've received. I received from many places. We do that. In all satsangas, this is what we do. Right? If you use satsanga as a form of entertainment, it will just remain that. See, this is the thing they say, if you've got if you've got the tools and we don't know how to use the tools, nobody has taught us how to use the tools, so hence we can't. B, if you know how to use the tools yet you don't use it, then it is only to our detriment. Because time is going by, we have the tools available and we don't use it to our benefit, to our growth, to our inner development. It is to our detriment because time is passing away. So the next one he says, Mukunda malam pathatam naranam ashesha saukhyam. Ashesha saukhyam. It means complete happiness. Ashesha, without any, it's a purna saukhyam. Without any lack. Mukunda malam pathatam naranam. Those who chant this Mukunda mala, samasta papa kshayam etya dehi, which means samasta papa kshayam, he gets all the papa gets kshaya. Kshaya means destroyed. Samasta papa. The one who does this refers to him as a dehi. All papa goes away. Prayati Vishnoho Paramam Padam Tat. And then he attains to this Paramam, the Param Dhama, Paramam Pavitram, Param Dhama. Now, what happens after death? Where do we go? And all of that is not a matter of concern. Right? That we should be very clear. In any conversation, when it comes, this guru said after death we will go here, this guru said after death he will go here. Do not engage in such conversations. Because how much ever you discuss this, you will never know where you're going to go. Did you know where you went in your previous lifetime after you died? Do you even have a glimpse of it? Do you even have a memory of it? You don't. So why worry? Where do you go after death? And why do we think it's some interesting place? It is the same thing. It is the same thing. We are just illusioned into thinking that it's some fantastic glorious place where suddenly the body drops and again we will be into some paradise. How will your reality change? You are the same individual, right? In fact, when the body drops, you will be made aware of all your shortcomings, all your impressions, all your vasanas, all the deep desires that you're carrying. You'll be made aware of all your shortcomings. In fact, it's a worse place to be. I keep telling this, do not wish for death if you're not ready for it, because it's even more painful. We don't realize that. So, whether we go to Narayana Padam, we will go to that is now, here. Can we live in a way that I'm experiencing Vishnoho Paramam Padam Sada Pashyanti Surayaha? Surayaha are those great ones, wise ones. They are Sada Pashyanti. They're continuously seeing what? Vishnoho Paramam Padam. They're continuously seeing Vishnu's Paramam Padam, which means his feet, his divine lotus feet. They're continuously seeing that means what? Their mind is constantly on that. Surayaha. Surayaha are these wise ones. Yatayaha. Vishnoho Paramam Padam Sada Pashyanti Suraya. They are continuously only looking at that. Their mind is focused, the mind paying attention to that only. So it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter where you are after that. Because wherever you are here only. See, the other day I was discussing with somebody. Space in reality doesn't make any sense to you. Because if I put you from Dubai or India to Australia, the surrounding is Australia, but you are, where are you? You are here. From Australia, I take you to the Arctic Circle, I take you to Antarctic, I take you to I take you to Netherlands, New Zealand, wherever I take you, the place that you are here. You are never there. You will never you'll not go to Papua New Guinea and say, I am there. When you're in Papua New Guinea, you'll say, I am here. Understand this. Space in that context doesn't make any sense to us because you always experience the here-ness, the nowness. But it's our mind creating all of these things. So this Vishnu Paramam Padam is not some place after that we go, I have done everything now. Now when I go, I will go into some beautiful AI created space. Shambhala. There is nothing like that. It's all here. We need to understand. See, these are very, although we want to say, yeah, it's all here, okay. But then in our head, we want to always get to some place. The more we recognize that I am stuck, the more we will want to be free. We don't recognize it enough. We don't recognize that intensity. That intensity is not enough. Pattala. That I'm stuck here. Because if you're stuck here, the need and desire to release will be here, not elsewhere. So Kulasekara Alvar closes with that. Mukunda malam pathatam naranam asesha saukhyam labhate na kasvit samasta papakshayamethya dehi prayati vishnoho paramam padam tat. So with that we come to a close of Mukunda Mala Stotram. So these 40 verses, I don't know if I'll probably try and see if you find any chants online. You can listen to it, or we can just pick up a few verses that resonates with us. Can always do that. You can pick up verses that kind of resonates with you and chant it mentally, and chant it in a way that there is this Acharya Kulasekara Alvar who has, out of devotion, out of compassion, He was steeped in devotion. But why did he give this? He gave it out of compassion. And we receive it in compassion from him. We say that I am so blessed that I receive this. I get this to hear. And I keep repeating this so that I may attain to the state of what Kulasekara Alvar has attained. Again, reminding ourselves, the padi in all temples, the stone before the Garbhagriha is called Kulasekara Padi. And the reason is because he prayed to Bhagavan that let me be that stone at your footstep, at your doorstep, so that I can keep looking at you. And your drishti can keep falling on me. And remember, what is that padi? That padi people cross over. Everybody's feet is on that padi. So he is willing to take that kind of a placement. Bhritya, 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 Bhrityana, there is one verse, if you remember. Dasa, 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 Dasoham. So that way he is willing to take that. For what? Because he just wants pure Bhagavan's grace, Bhagavan's love, want to be devoted. It is not, I want your this thing. I want to be devoted so that I can receive your grace. This is how it is. Okay. So let this inspire us, motivate us. Kulasekara Alvar's work, create that fire that I want to within me. As I said, I'll close with this saying, remember, we are alone in this journey. And it's beautiful to be alone because no distraction, no obstacles, no side business. You're alone. You have to do what you do, but experience that aloneness in this journey, alone together. Like we said, you're alone, but you're together with Bhagavan. You're together with the grace. And that is always there. It'll always be there. And when you start experiencing that, that joy is under whatever circumstance, that joy is yours. Nobody can steal that away from you. Nobody can take it away from you. Right? So with that, we come to a close of Mukunda Mala. Om Kayena Vacha Manasendriyerva Buddhyatmana va Prakrite Swabhavat Karomi Yatyat Sakalam Parasmai Narayanayati Samarpayami Sadashivayati Samarpayami Jagadambiketi Samarpayami Sadgurunathayati Samarpayami Hari Om Tat Sat Gurubhyo Namaha. कुंभे पुनर्वसु जातौ केरले चोळपट्टने कौस्तुभांशं धराधीशं कुलशेखरमाश्रये गुष्यते यस्य नगरे रङ्गयात्रा दिने दिने तमहं शिरसा वन्दे राजानं कुलशेखरम्. गुरुदेव.
Thank you so much, Sudarshan. Thank you.
हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम.